everyone, it's Sevy. With the Zhongli rerun and his weapon banner fast approaching, or maybe it's live depending when you're watching this, I'd like to do a short video discussing what I think is one of the most disappointing and confusing weapons, the Vortex Vanquisher. It's not disappointing in the sense that it gives the lowest damage or it's useless overall, but more so that it unfortunately doesn't complement Zhongli as well as it could have, and it had a lot of wasted potential. And this video is more for first-time Zhongli havers who are eyeing this weapon since it looks so good on him. You'll want to think twice, and I'm here to explain why. Let's begin. Let's break down the Vortex Vanquisher and discuss what makes it such a confusing weapon to run with Zhongli. Now, if we look at its attributes, it has an attack percent substat, which is relatively high. Then it has 3 passive effects. One is that it increases the equipped character's shield strength. 2 is that it provides attack percent increase stacks every time the character scores hits. And 3, if you're protected with a shield, the increase will double. So at R1, and assuming you're protected by a shield, it can give a maximum of 40% more attack percent. What makes this a weird weapon for Zhongli? Let's first start with the assumption that Zhongli is more often than not meant to be played as a support. As soon as you're done setting up his shield or burst, he's going to be switched out, so your actual main DPS can start doing their thing. Yes, the weapon has a shield strength bonus, but if you're not aware, the problem with shield strength is that it only improves the shield if the character who has the bonus is the active character. It doesn't improve the shield per se for all characters, but that 20% bonus shield strength on a support Zhongli is almost completely wasted as it doesn't buff your main DPS. It would have been nice if it shared shield strength for all characters, and Zhongli's passive talent actually provides shield strength bonus stacking for all characters protected by his shield, so the weapon could have enhanced that effect more. Then we have the copious amounts of attack percent bonuses. These do not add anything at all to Zhongli's defensive capabilities, but rather are meant to improve either his auto attack damage, pillar damage, or burst damage. But at some point, that much attack percent diminishes already, and you'll want more damage multipliers or crit stats than attack stacking, which other weapons can provide. With those in mind, it's meant to be used for a DPS build Zhongli, right? Whether he's a main physical DPS or burst DPS. The thing is, when you look at calculations and practical use tests, in most cases, the Vortex isn't even the best in slot for a DPS build. Before this weapon was released, the Primordial Jadewing Spear was already available, and it already beats out the Vortex Vanquisher. Not by much, but it's still technically better and easier to build around thanks to the crit rate substat. And then there's the Crescent Pike, a free-to-play craftable weapon that works amazingly for a physical DPS Zhongli, and beats out the Vortex Vanquisher by a lot for auto attack damage. And what's sadder is that when Vortex Vanquisher was released all the way back in version 1.1, it was followed by the Staff of Homa, which by all means is a better weapon for him in terms of damage. Even without its half HP effect, it still beats out the Vortex Vanquisher due to its crit damage bonus and passive effect that increases the character's attack based on their HP, which Zhongli will obviously have a lot of. All these points confuse me about the direction that Zhongli was meant to take. A main DPS Zhongli is pretty good. In fact, I've found myself using it more now, but his kit points to him being used primarily as a shield support. But a signature weapon is meant to complement a character's intended role and playstyle, which for most Zhongli havers is a support. And yet, Zhongli's Vortex Vanquisher clashes with that playstyle and is meant to boost his offense. And it turns out it's not even the best at that job. What's happening here? Okay, I could make the argument that it's not the best offensive weapon, but at least that shield strength bonus makes his shield last longer while he's on the field, and he can enjoy all of his shield's benefits longer. But from my experience, I can still get an almost 100% uptime on his shield even if I use another offensive pole arm. That 20% bonus doesn't feel significant. Certainly far from enough to make it better than other DPS pole arm choices. So all things considered, the only real incentive I see to pull for this weapon is because it looks so damn good on him. That's it. And I can't blame you if that's your reason, because it really completes the whole drip package. But if aesthetics is not a major concern for you and you want to optimize his main carry damage with a limited 5-star weapon, this isn't it. Personally, if I didn't have the Staff of Homa, I'd rather wait for its rerun or just hope I get lucky with getting a Primordial Jadewing Spear. Or you don't have to wait for all of those and just craft a Crescent Pike. The next question then is it good for any other characters? The answer is the same with a DPS Zhongli. It's up there, it does a decent amount of damage, but it's just not as good as other polearm options. For Xiangling, the Catch or Homa are still better. For Shenhe, the Calamity Queller still gives more attack stat. For Xiao, either Homa or Jadewing Spear are better. For Hu Tao, definitely not for Hu Tao. So as beautiful as this polearm is, it's left in a sad state wherein it's not the best for anyone, not even the character it was made for. Outside of wanting to complete Zhongli's look, it skipped for me, and it's not going to be buffed anymore. If that did happen, that would also mean that its Sword, Great Sword, and Catalyst counterparts, the Summit Shaper, Unforged, and Memory of Dust, would also have to be buffed. I don't see that happening anymore. So those are pretty much my thoughts on the Vortex Vanquisher. Still, if you're really set on getting it, I hope it comes home soon for you. For current and soon-to-be Zhongli havers, what weapon are you using on him? How did you build him? Let me know in the comments. So that's going to be all for this video, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, consider subscribing to my channel for more Genshin Impact content, and I will see you soon. Take care!